Etiam in mort severmus, for even in death we serve.
Hello, guys and gals. This is The Whiff, talking in sketch form to you now. If you like what you see, then I humbly ask you to please, please, please hit that subscription button and the like button on the video. Since I'm a small timer looking for work, since I'm poor as hell, the subscriptions truly make my day and motivate me to continue this hobby for myself and others. Now, let us begin! While at work today, I went and researched about 50 quotes of stoicism said by different philosophers and individuals throughout the course of time, mostly older. And I'd like to take a moment here and share them with y'all. And if you like them, try to use them in your own lives, or remember them as quaint, if you will. I'll try to give credit where credit is due, but please have mercy anyone in the comments for these quotes. From Zeno, well-being is realized by small steps, but is truly no small thing. Happiness is a good flow of life. Better to trip the feet than with the tongue. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we say. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. A bad feeling is a commotion of the mind, repugnant to reason and against nature. If you lay violent hands on me, you'll have my body, but my mind will remain with still Poe. The goal of life is living in agreement with nature. From Marcus Aurelius. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Think of the life you have lived until now as over, and as a dead man, see what's left as a bonus, and live it according to nature. Love the hand that fate deals you, and play it as your own, for what could be more fitting? You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. In your actions, don't procrastinate. In your conversations, don't confuse. In your thoughts, don't wander. In your soul, don't be passive or aggressive. In your life, don't be all about business. It's time you realize that you have something in you more powerful and miraculous than the things that affect you and make you dance like a puppet. The best revenge is to be not like your enemy. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. If anyone can refute me, show me that I'm making a mistake or looking at things from the wrong perspective, I'll gladly change. It's the truth I'm after, and the truth never harmed anyone. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't be harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day. The one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time. Some by Epictetus. Epictetus? First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. How long are you going to wait before you demand the best of yourself? Curb your desire. Don't set your heart on so many things, and you will get what you need. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Where then do I look for good and evil? Not to uncontrollable externals, but within myself to the choices that are my own. Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. If anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, "He was ignorant of all my other faults, or else he would not have mentioned these alone." That's why the philosophers warn us not to be satisfied with mere learning, but to add practice and then training,
For as time passes, we forget what we have learned and end up doing the opposite, and hold opinions the opposite of what we should. The key is to keep company only with the people who uplift you. The presence calls forth your best. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. That's a good one. Some by Seneca. Nothing to my way of thinking is a better proof in well-ordered mind than a man's ability to stop where he is and pass some time in his own company. I'm going to read that one again. Nothing to my way of thinking is better proof of a well-ordered mind than a man's ability to just stop where he is and pass some time in his own company. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. How does it help to make troubles heavier by bemoaning them? No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is in their power not to want what they don't have, and to cheerfully put to good use what they do have. He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a man who is alive. I judge you unfortunate because you have never lived through misfortune. You have passed through life without an opponent. No one can ever know what you are capable of, not even you. If a man knows not for which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. Some by Alasdair MacIntyre. Yeah. The good life for man is the life spent in seeking the good life for the man. Huh? Oh, the good life for man is the life spent in seeking for the good life for man, and the virtues necessary for the seeking of those which will enable us to understand what more is what else the good for life man is. That's worded weird, but it makes sense, yeah. It is only by participation in a rational practice based community that one becomes rational. Man is essentially a storytelling animal, but the teller of stories that aspire to truth. The exercise of the virtues is itself a crucial component of the good life for man. I can only I can only answer the question, what am I to do? If I answer the prior question of what story or stories do I find myself a part? Martha Nussbaum. Knowledge is no guarantee of good behavior, but ignorance is a virtual guarantee of bad behavior. To be a good human being is to have a kind of openness to the world, an ability to trust uncertain things beyond your own control. My voice is so dead. As human beings, we ought to be vulnerable. We shouldn't try to say that we can be self sufficient or do everything that's necessary for a good life of our own, because we need other people. Life is about more than earning a living. And if you're not in the habit of thinking about it, you can end up middle aged or even older and be shocked to realize that your life seems empty. You can't really change the heart without telling a story. Business leaders love humanity. Business leaders love the humanities because they know that to innovate you, they need more than raw knowledge. You need a trained imagination. My voice is so freaking dead. I hope someone might like some of this stuff. If you do, I just Googled 50 Stoicism quotes. There's a bunch of great Stoicism stuff about kindling one's spirit, self improvement, and good mental health. And while that stuff is nice to listen to and repeat as a mantra, at the end of the day, if you're not doing it, you're not doing it. Hell, I don't, but I at least go back and look at some of these every now and again, and I should be, putting them to practice. If everyone put these to practice, well, my God, we'd be a robotic like race. We would still be performing so much better as humans, I feel like. So go through, check out some Stoicism. If you like my content, like, share, and subscribe. Take care. Bye.
Remember to share the content to other channels and your friends if you liked it, so that way the channel can grow.